back to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 56 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Johnson's got it complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, Charles, we take a look here at the draft class for this offense. Overall, what are your thoughts?
Well, you know the fans don't want to hear it, but it always takes 2, 3, 4 years until we know whether a draft class is truly panned out or not. And when you take a quarterback in the first round, everybody wants him on the field right away. But the best thing is if you can play the long game with him. Give him a chance to get...
He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the... And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of the game, good for 11. Now a give, running left is Harris. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. A run with a second-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down with Pickett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Harris running straight ahead. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat. A Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is born. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case,
touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. from the gun. Here's Pickett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Jones. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, as time expires in the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. That you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Pickett sets up play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Looking to throw on second down. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Henry. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So on fourth down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Pickett to throw on first down. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Pickett going to bootleg it. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll run with Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They run with Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Jones throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Throwing, Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. There he goes, left side. 30. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. New England trying to get a place on offense. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10. Jones complete. It's Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start the drive with Harris. And the ball is knocked out, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Here's Pickett. Hard throw, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. That's caught. It's Austin left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Pickett. And his throw is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. A give to Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Pickett on 3rd and 1. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Derek Watt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Jones now. Off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And this returnable for Sims. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Off play action. Pickett. Open man completes it to Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His first career touchdown pass. And, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away from the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got Smith here, and I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them.
catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run again with Harris. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be marked down right at the 50. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some... on the other side of the ball.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now Jones and the Patriots down by a field goal. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's got Henry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jones. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's Jones. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Jones. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
Finding space at the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board, and of course the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now...
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Back to throw, Pickett. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Pickett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Harris fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as